Okay, so what if I told you that someone, somewhere, is totally willing to give you money right now? I mean, no hard work required, no special skills, absolutely zero sacrifice. Just free money. Well, in this explainer, we're going to dive deep into that exact idea and investigate the dark, hidden machinery operating right behind the scenes of the things we're told cost absolutely nothing. Because, as you'll see, the concept of free is almost never what it actually seems.
I mean, seriously, who says no to free cash? Really think about it for a second. Most of us wouldn't even hesitate, right? It literally goes against our basic survival instincts to turn down a guaranteed win. Whether it's a promise of free money, a total shortcut with no effort, or a reward with absolutely zero sacrifice, human beings are universally wired to just say yes. It's this automatic, almost involuntary response rooted incredibly deep within our evolutionary psychology.
But here's the absolute chilling reality of it all. Some of the most expensive mistakes in history started with something completely free. Think of this like the setup of a true crime documentary. The victim has no idea they're in danger until the trap is already sprung. The very moment you accept a supposedly free offer, you unknowingly step right into a transaction that was never truly in your favor. It's a highly calculated exchange, and in it, you are the mark.
All right, let's get into Section 1, the power of free.
You know, the literal second we hear that four-letter word, free, our brains just completely short-circuit. We instantly stop focusing on what we might lose, and we vividly imagine what we could gain. Logic becomes weaker, excitement becomes way stronger. Behavioral economists actually call this the zero price effect. When a product drops from even just 1 cent down to zero, demand doesn't just bump up, it absolutely skyrockets. Marketers and scammers know for a fact that when people see a free trial or a free bonus, their guard just vanishes. The friction of making a decision disappears entirely. It completely bypasses our critical thinking and taps straight into the brain's reward circuitry.
Moving on to Section 2, the offline trap.
Okay, picture this. You're walking through a super crowded shopping mall, and someone offers you a free sample of food, or maybe some lotion. It's a tiny gift, right? Practically worthless in terms of actual money. And yet, right after taking it, you feel this strange, sudden sense of obligation. You're suddenly way more likely to stop, to listen to their pitch, and ultimately to buy something. Nobody forced you, nobody threatened you, but your behavior drastically changed anyway. This is the immense power of reciprocity. When someone gives us something, a massive, unspoken psychological pressure builds up inside us to give something back. It's a social contract literally hardwired into our DNA. And businesses, well, they've been totally weaponizing this exact principle for decades, using a super predictable sequence. Step 1, you accept the tiny gift. Step 2, that psychological debt sets in, and you feel completely obligated to listen to what they have to say. Step 3, you end up making a much larger purchase just to relieve that internal pressure. They know full well that a tiny, inexpensive gift is the master key to unlocking a massive transaction. It's a brilliant, if manipulative, hack of our social norms, turning a momentary pleasantry into a highly profitable compliance loop.
Now let's look at how this scales up in Section 3, the digital data economy.
Billions. Every single day, billions of people all over the globe are using digital services that appear 100% free. Social media platforms, email accounts, search engines, navigation apps, the sheer scale of this ecosystem is just staggering. But I want you to consider the logistics for a second. These services require server farms the size of small cities, thousands of elite engineers, and billions of dollars in overhead just to keep the lights on. Yet you, the user, never see a single bill in the mail.
So at first glance, it really feels like the greatest deal in human history, doesn't it? But we have to stop and ask a critical question here. If literally nobody is paying, how on earth do these companies make billions upon billions of dollars in pure profit? Well, the illusion of a fantastic deal is about to crash headfirst into the harsh reality of hidden costs. Because in the architecture of modern technology, there is absolutely no such thing as a free lunch.
The answer is actually pretty simple, and it's the ultimate sleight of hand. You are paying. You just aren't paying with traditional cash. You're paying with the invisible currency. Every single click you make, every late-night search you type into your phone, every video you linger on, and every single second of your precious attention. All of it is being relentlessly gathered, analyzed by complex algorithms, and sold to the highest bidder to influence your future decisions. Suddenly, that service doesn't seem quite so free, does it? You aren't the customer in this ecosystem, you're the product being harvested. Which brings us to Section 4, the easy wealth trap.
Now, the absolute most dangerous form of free money comes wrapped in the glittering promise of easy wealth. On one hand, you have the promise, right? Free investments, guaranteed returns, instant profits without a single ounce of risk. These pitch lines appeal directly to our deepest, most primal desires for success without the struggle. We desperately want to believe there's a secret shortcut out there. But then, the trap snaps shut. The reality is that this promise deliberately blinds people to the extreme dangers lurking just beneath the surface. By the time they realize something is fundamentally wrong, their savings are wiped out, and the devastating damage has already been done. It's basically financial ruin disguised as a winning lottery ticket.
Let's break down why this happens in Section 5, the psychology of rewards. So researchers have spent decades studying exactly how small rewards influence our behavior. And honestly, the results are kind of terrifying. In experiment after experiment, they found that even a tiny, practically worthless reward chemically alters our brain. It artificially inflates our trust. It massively boosts our willingness to cooperate with a total stranger. And most alarmingly of all, it causes the brain's critical thinking centers to just shut down, making us completely overlook glaring red flags. This doesn't happen because victims aren't smart. It happens because human psychology follows highly predictable patterns. The most successful con artists in the world don't need to use brute force. They simply hack the human mind's predictable biological reaction to receiving a reward.
And finally, Section 6, the ultimate hidden price.
Look, sometimes a free offer is completely harmless. A local bakery wanting you to try a new cookie is probably just a free cookie. But in the grander schemes of our highly connected modern world, the true cost remains perfectly hidden until long after you've accepted that reward. The real dark side of free money isn't just that it exists, it's that people unknowingly trade away their most invaluable assets. The real currency isn't cash, it's your attention, your trust, your choices, your future. We hand these things over, click by click, moment by moment, until it is entirely too late to get them back.
So I want to leave you with this final vital thought. The very next time someone offers you free money, a free app, or a free gift, just pause before you say yes. Look far beyond the immediate reward. Ask yourself what the other entity actually gains from this transaction. Dig into the motives hiding in the shadows. Because in the real world, absolutely nothing is genuinely free. What are you giving away? Keep that question in mind and protect your invisible currency.